Pennsylvania-bred Smarty Jones. After taking the first two legs of the Triple Crown with those wins in the Derby and the Preakness, the excitement and his popularity reached a fever pitch. We go behind the scenes to look back at his Belmont experience on the 20-year anniversary of his Triple Crown bid.
That was different. It was still crazy. A lot of interviews. They set up barriers, probably 30 yards outside the barn, so people couldn't get too close to the barn. And it was packed every day. People writing songs about him, people writing stories about him, people that just wanted to see him. My horse was starting to change. He was starting to show, the vigorousness of the Triple Crown. And I talked to Pat and Chappie and told him, look, after the Belmont, we're going to shut him down and give him a break. I mean, he needs it. He's ready for it.
If we win, that'll be the best thing that's happened to racing in a while. But if we don't win, we've had a heck of a good time, haven't we, Chappie? Yeah. It's been a wonderful, wonderful trip.
Secretariat's iconic number is 31 lengths he won the Belmont Stakes. So the night before, I got a surveyor's wheel, and I marched off 253 feet from the finish line up to the track, and I put a piece of red tape on the rail. So if Smarty Jones crosses the finish line and I look up the track and the next horse hasn't reached that red tape, I can say right there and right then that Smarty Jones has just won the Belmont by more than Secretary. That's how confident I was that he was going to win.
They're off in the 136 Belmont. Smarty Jones got off to a good beginning today.
He trained good. He didn't train great like he did going into the Derby and the Preakness. I mean, I knew he was going to run well, and I knew they were going to have to run to outrun him.
Rock Hard 10 right up on the pace today, and Stuart Elliott trying to find a comfort zone there with Smarty Jones.
I remember my father at the half-mile screaming, no, not yet.
And Smarty Jones has taken the lead as they begin their long journey down the Belmont backstretch.
Like I did in the Derby, I scanned back through the field to see if anybody was running, and of course I saw Nicholas making a big move.
Birdstone commences a rally. He's 6 lengths from the front.
And I'm like, oh man, this is going to be close.
Smarty Jones has a 4-length lead. Birdstone is moving to be second on the outside.
That 30 seconds from the top of the stretch to the finish line, when a Triple Crown is on the line, is the most intense moment in sports.
And Smarty Jones enters the stretch to the roar of 120,000. But Birdstone is going to make him earn it today. The whip is out on Smarty Jones. It's been 26 years. It's just one furlong away. They're coming down to the finish. Can Smarty Jones hold on? Here comes Birdstone. Birdstone surges past. Birdstone wins the Belmont Stakes.
You would not believe the eerie quiet that came over that whole grandstand. Everybody went,
There was tremendous emotion with Smarty Jones and just the rarity of a Triple Crown winner.
I remember after the race looking over to Chappie and my wife and the kids, and there were a lot of long faces.
Mary Lou and John Hendrickson were absolutely wonderful.
I'm sorry that Smarty Jones couldn't win. We kept saying to Prado be second.
If anybody had to beat us, I was glad it was Edgar.
I look back and I think, if he'd have won the Triple Crown, God, what would it have been like? I mean, it would have been crazy. And I'm sure my life would have been totally different.
The country did want a Triple Crown, and they sure wanted Smarty Jones to be that Triple Crown winner.
That horse was once in a lifetime. I think a lot of people jumped on board, and I think they were really sorry it was over.
What a tremendous racehorse. What a ride that was. And those legions of fans with Smarty Jones. I don't know, Paulie. Tom Durkin may be a little overconfident putting that tape down See if the margin of victory would have surpassed the great Secretariat.
I know, right? And the thing about Smarty Jones, if a lot of people don't remember, he never lost a workout in the morning going into the Derby as well. He had never had a horse beat him in the morning, and you could just feel Durkin's voice when he said when Birdstone went by him. And I remember I kind of shed a tear too as well. But what a racehorse he was.
I think for those that think you can't run back in the Preakness after the Kentucky Derby 2 weeks later, need to take a look at Smarty Jones's Preakness because, frankly, it's
115
far and away 118.
Yeah,
Okay.
Far and away the best race he ever ran, and that was coming on the 2 weeks rest. And Sprat Belmont wasn't bad; it just kind of got a little bit late. And Birdstone was a good horse. I think sometimes people don't give Birdstone the credit. He lost to a very good horse, and if it hadn't rained on Derby Day, he probably would have given a much better account of himself.
Andy Sterling with us, by the way, joining us on